So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva, he's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And here's Semenyo. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Stefan on goal. Cleared away. Semenyo. Kovacic. Shoots! Well now. Bogan. James. Oh, delicate chip through. Can he latch on to this? Calvert-Lewin. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Bogle. James. Oh, that's a Aronson! It's anyone's ball now. Gnonto. Ruben Diaz with the clearance. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Foden. Guardiola. Foden. That has been knocked clear. Goodmanson. Aim forwards. He's found a way through. Calvert-Lewin. Physical challenge. Ake, gently done. Semenyo. Ake. Yehi. Bernardo Silva. Kovacic. Moved on forwards. Thinks one through. Well read. The danger is averted. Pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Ruben Diaz gets across to intercept that. Tanaka. Gnonto. Tanaka. And it's played forward. Now, what about a counter-attack? Foden. Played out to the right. Tanaka. Goodmanson. That's really well manoeuvred. Nyonto Junklido. Bernardo Silva. Vardiol. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Kovacic. Rodri. And it's Bernardo Silva. Foden. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Haaland really climbed high to get his head on that, and then disappointed.
Goodmanson. Quality ball. Now that's well seen too. Kovacic. Ruben Dias. Ake. Semenyo. Good work on the right flank here. Incoming delivery. That is good defending. It's been repelled. Semenyo. He's having a shot!
Bernardo Silva usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Ampadu. Aim forwards. Goodmanson. Oh, there's a probing ball. Ruben Dias cuts out the pass. Rodri. Semenyo. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Kovacic. Vardiol. And here's Foden. Vardiol. And it's hoisted clear. Bernardo Silva. Ake. Vardiol. Kovacic knocks it out wide. Now. Ampadu has gone back to the keeper. Now. Tanaka. It's a lovely, neat pass. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Semenyo. Bernardo Silva. Kovacic. And here's Foden. And it's Bernardo Silva. Takes a shot! Oh. Great defending, strong and determined. Semenyo. Rodri. And now the breakaway. Semenyo. Bernardo Silva. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, what a climb! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area, plenty of movement too.
Ampadu. Tanaka. Goodmanson. And it's played forward. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Ake. Semenyo. Ake. Rodri. Vardiol. movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Tanaka, gently done. Bogle. James. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Calvert-Lewin plays it in. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Bogle. Tanaka. Bogle. Oh, good spread. James. That's nice. That is good strength. Yonto laid out towards the right wing. Bogle, now here's the delivery. Goodmanson. Tanaka. Ampadu. Bogle. Ampadu. That's Aronson. James. That's very neat. And a chance! That's a half-decent try. Tries to get it clear. Foden. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Deftly away. That's been won straight back. Bogle.
Well, I'm seeing a very cautious approach to defending. Not a lot in the way of high pressing, which is probably seen as a bit too risky just now.
Now he's wondering who wants it. Goodmanson. Driving on, a real charge here. Played into the middle.
Really looking to do something that's simple here, Peter, but it has to be effective.
How exactly can they do that?
Well, they're tucking their fullbacks into midfield to enable their more talented personnel to push forward.
Ake, now he's off and running. Bernardo Silva. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Ruben Dias. Ampadu. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Bornau, good-looking ball. Ruben Dias. Vardiol. Kovacic. Ake. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Forwards and with intent. Now this could be a chance. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Kovacic. Ruben Diaz shifted upfield. Burnau. Tanaka. That's really well manoeuvred. Goodmanson. Ampadu. Tanaka. Nyonto. Tanaka. Ampadu. Bogle. Oh, such a clever touch. And they can counter here. Ake, aim forwards. Out towards the flank. Semenyo, played in.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gone a-begging.
And there's the shot! Oh, that's a waste.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
James carries the ball down the right. Foden gets a foot in here. And that's surely a foul, free kick.
Calvert-Lewin actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Gehi is there and he can get that clear. But couldn't steer it in.
Calvert-Lewin clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Calvert-Lewin tries a shot! And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Moved on forwards. That's a mighty looking ball, that. Rodri. Rodri, gently done. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's played forward. Goodmanson. Clipped into space. Ruben Diaz getting this one clear. And it's Aronson. Now it's Gnonto. Aronson. Now it's Calvert-Lewin.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Ake. Hit into the middle. Bogle. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Haaland spread out to the left. Bernardo Silva. And Bernardo Silva! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Bernardo Silva is offering a right smile there.
Calvert-Lewin is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Bogle. A heavy challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Kovacic head over towards the opposite flank. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Ake. Ake with the cross. Bornau with the clearance. That has been knocked clear. He has found the way through. Do have a chance to counter here. Calvert-Lewin. Very nicely done. And he's there to clear it. Nice control. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Over to the left. Now it's Foden. Strong running down that left flank. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. That is lovely. Bornau gets it away. Now it's Calvert-Lewin. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Played into space. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And it's been taken short. Ake. Foden. Thumps it clear. Bornau. That is a little undercooked. Guardiol. Lovely bit of skill. Semenyo! That's been drilled forward. And it cuts out the supply. Ake. Kovacic. Ake. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Kovacic. Looks to the other side. Semenyo. Ake. And here's Semenyo. Now who's going to be first to this? And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Haaland! That was superb goalkeeping.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Brunel. Oh, this looks sharp. Ruben Dias makes the interception. Kovacic. Rodri forwards and with intent. Goodmanson. And it's Aronson. And here's Calvert-Lewin. Aronson. Kovacic. Bernardo Silva. Semenyo. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Can he get the shot away? That's really well manoeuvred. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Gnonto. Semenyo. And the counter is on. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Kovacic. Ampadu does really well to win the ball there. And there's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Good play on the left-hand side here. Cross goes in there. Clears it away. Bornau goes forward. Ruben Dias gets over and intercepts. Fadio. Rodri. Kovacic. Fadio. And he goes cross-field. Semenyo. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Semenyo. And it's played in here. Tanaka attempts a clearance. Gets it away. Ake hurtling down that right flank. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And he's there to clear it. And it's Kovacic. And here's Semen and the shot!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Excellent interception. Semenyo. Now it's Haaland. Vardiol. Kovacic. Vardiol. Now it's Foden. Kovacic. So what can they make of this? Tanaka. Aim forwards. That has been cut short. James. Ampadu. And here's Calvert-Lewin. James. Oh, good spread. That's tidy. It's Aronson. Lovely feet. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Bernardo Silva. Ruben Diaz, gently done. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Kovacic could move up a gear here. Haaland. And it's lofted through here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Moved on forwards. Tries to get it clear. Played out to the right. Semenyo. Oh, great chance! Foden. It's a loose ball. Has another go! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Foden with the short one. Climbs up big! It's really well cleared. Foden. Driven forward. Calvert-Lewin. Now he's off and running. Well read, nice interception. Bernardo Silva. Ake, and it's played forward. Rodri. Ake, forwards and with intent. And here's Haaland. Calvert-Lewin looking understandably energised after his goal. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Aronson! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Ruben Dias. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. He is through here. James, and that's aimed into the middle. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Danger averted for now. Semenyo, oh, that's a clever-looking ball. It's run loose here.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Ampadu, that's really well manoeuvred. Calvert-Lewin chasing after it. James. That's good play. Let's cut it out. Foden shifted upfield. Well, they could break here. Lobbed in behind. Oh, nicely intercepted. Played back to the goalkeeper. Tanaka. And it's Rodri. And here's Haaland. Ampadu wins the duel this time.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Always onto this. Vardiol. Ruben Dias. Kovacic. Ruben Dias, nicely aimed pass. Goodmanson. Aimed forwards, calmly anticipates. Vardiol. Rodri. Ake. Rodri. Kovacic. Moved on forwards. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Goodmanson. Gnonto. Goodmanson. Up towards the front line. Defending of the desperate variety. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Rodri. Kovacic gently done. Ampadu. Half an hour played now. Bornau, early ball out from the back. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Foden. Kovacic. Rodri. Ruben Dias. Rodri. And it's played forward. He's got away. That's not going far. James. Calvert-Lewin. That's Aronson. James. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Aimed in towards the centre. didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Ruben Diaz gets it away. It's a throw-in. Oh, nice touch. It's Aronson! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Aronson is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Rodri. Kovacic. Ake. Semenyo. Ake. Rodri. Kovacic. Out to the left it goes. Across it goes. Bernardo Silva applies the finish!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Bogle. Has a look and plays it forward. Gehi cuts it out. Vardiol. Vardiol forwards and with intent. James. And it's Bogle. Oh, sweet feet. Muscular approach does pay off here. Bernardo Silva. Vardiol did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Burnau. Aronson. Goodmanson. That's really well manoeuvred. Cleared away. Tanaka, aim forwards. Goodmanson. Oh, it's played into the area. That's a passive interception. Rodri shifted upfield. Foden. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Burnau. Ampadu. Tanaka, gently done. Bernardo Silva. Gehi. Vardiol. Kovacic forwards and with intent. Ampadu. Nicely intercepted. Semenyo. Bernardo Silva. Kovacic. Haaland. Ampadu. And it's played forward. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva played out to the left flank. Kovacic played with finesse. Haaland. Ake. Showing good feet. And it's Kovacic. And here's Bernardo Silva. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And here's Kovacic. Oh, that's neat. Semenyo. Bernardo Silva. Out to the right. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. And here's Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Foden. Done delicately. Corner it is. It's a mighty effort! And one more try! Really well taken goal. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Goodmans. Gnonto. Over to the left. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. It's hoisted clear. Now it's Aronson. Aronson! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Ampadu. Aronson, he's gone backward here. Oh, nice touch. Ampadu. Bernardo Silva. Kovacic. Out to the left it goes. Kovacic. And here's Haaland. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Takes a shot! Tries to get it clear. That'll be a throw-in. And it's Ake. Semenyo. shapes to shoot! Bogle. Burnau. Ampadu. Moved on forwards. Ruben Diaz gets across to intercept that. Semenyo. Now it's Haaland. Semenyo. Haaland. Who played through for the wide man. Semenyo. Oh, smashing header! Couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. It makes life so much harder for that defence.
Tanaka shifted upfield. Aronson. James! Oh, it's come loose. Bernardo Silva. Ruben Diaz. Kovacic. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And he cuts out the supply. Now then, the ball's come loose. It's a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Rodri. And it's played forward. Defending of the desperate variety. James has got himself a free kick. Ake. Kovacic. Ruben Diaz has played it long. Semenyo. Now it's Semenyo. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Kovacic. Kovacic played out towards the right wing. Foden might be dangerous, and the shot!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Gnonto. And he's there to get it away. And played it back swiftly. Aronson. Spread out to the left. Thomas found it in acres of space. And the shot! He's hit it first time.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
Ruben Diaz. Vardiol. Ake. Semenyo. Semenyo forwards and with intent. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Ampadu. And it's Aronson. And here's Calvert-Lewin. Over to the left. Gnonto. Ampadu. James. Foden cuts out the pass. Guardiola. Rodri. Kovacic. Rodri. Ake. Semenyo. Ake. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Rodri. Ake. And here's Semenyo. Bernardo Silva. And the finish!
Bernardo Silva just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
That's really well manoeuvred. Ampadu, aim forwards, and they've got rid. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Bogle. Now it's Haaland. Guardiola. Kovacic. Hints one through. Can he get onto this? Haaland. Oh, sweet feet. Can he deliver? Up he goes! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Bogle. James. Bogle, nicely aimed pass. That was nicely by the defence. And that's put paid to a promising move. Foden. Crunching tackle. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. That has been knocked clear. And it's Kovacic. Yehi. Calvert-Lewin. Ampadu. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Bornau, gently done. It's a little off target. Bernardo Silva. Kovacic. Rodri. Semenyo. And here's Haaland. Haaland, oh, good spread. Played back in. It is a corner. Bernardo Silva plays it short. Plenty waiting in the middle. Foden. And here's Kovacic. Moved on forwards. Kovacic. Semenyo. Semenyo. Gnonto shifted upfield. And he's managed to get free. Chance here to counter. Yehi does really well to win the ball there.
It's crucial, so it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Tanaka. Ampadu. Tanaka. Bogle. Ampadu. And here's Calvert-Lewin. James. Played out wide. Very nicely done. James. Chooses to go back. Ball comes in. And he's there to clear it. And that is out of play. Bogle. James. And here's Calvert-Lewin. It's Calvert-Lewin! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Ruben Dias. Yehi. Ruben Dias. Vardiol. Haaland. Now he's off and running. Bogle. James. And he's found great chance! Oh, nearly. Ruben Dias. Kovacic. Vardiol. Clearly not happy with that. Aronson. Lobbed in behind. Donnarumma claims it. And the danger passes. Semenyo. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Haaland. Semenyo. Oh, delicate chip through. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Aronson. That has been cut short. Foden. Rodri. And it's played forward. Ruben Dias. Kovacic. Aim forwards. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Tanaka. Now it's Gnonto. Semenyo. Ruben Dias. Vardiol. Foden. Now that's well seen too. And back to the goalkeeper. Tanaka. Ampadu. Goodmanson. Gnonto. Goodmanson. And it's played forward. And that is as far as they're going to go. Semenyo. Nice looking ball. Haaland looking to get on the end of this. Bogle. Bornau. Ampadu. Bornau, gently done. Foden. And it's Kovacic. And here's Haaland. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva delivers. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Foden! And the ball's come loose here. Out to the left it goes. That's tidy. There are a few waiting for it. Kovacic. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Calvert-Lewin wins the duel this time. Aronson. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. No surprise, that's a booking. Haaland absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Semenyo! Decent hit and on target. Yehi. Ake. Gnonto. Haaland. Gnonto. Bernardo Silva. Semenyo. Ake. Moved on forwards. Haaland. Haaland forwards and with intent. Oh, Red, nice interception. Kovacic. Guardiol. And here's Haaland. Can he finish? And it's Aronson. Gnonto. Now it's Calvert-Lewin. Donnarumma claims comfortably. Rodri. Played out to the right. Semenyo. Semenyo going full steam down the flank. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Donnarumma, long ball by the goalkeeper. Gnonto. And here's Calvert-Lewin. Decent chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Aronson clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Semenyo. And it's Bernardo Silva. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Guardiol. Kovacic. Rodri. Ruben Dias. Guardiol. Ruben Dias. Oh, good-looking ball. Bogle. Ampadu. That's really well manoeuvred. Kovacic. Rodri. Guardiol. Guardiol shifted upfield. Kovacic. Showing good feet. And Bernardo Silva! Ruben Dias. Guardiol. Rodri. Ake. Yehi. Moved on forwards. It's really well cleared. The pass is intercepted. And it's Bernardo Silva. Semenyo. And here's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Foden. And it's played forward. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Gnonto goes down, but nothing given.
Really don't seem to be so eager about their pressing just now.
Well, certainly compared to what we saw from them earlier in the game.
Well, I suspect it's a case of searching for a more defensive balance now, Peter.
And here's Bernardo Silva. Semenyo. Semenyo. Now it's James. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Bernardo Silva. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Kovacic. Semenyo. Lovely bit of skill. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gehi forwards and with intent. Haaland. Bornau wins the duel this time. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Ake. Kovacic. Driven forward. Haaland chasing after it. Guardiol. That is lovely. Kovacic. And here's Foden. Great defending, strong and determined. Ampadu defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Tanaka. Aim forwards. Ake. Kovacic. Guardiol. Kovacic. Long ball looking to counter. Out to the right. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Foden. Guardiol. Kovacic. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Tanaka. Goodmanson. Tanaka. Ampadu gently done.
Calvert-Lewin really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Haaland. Bornau does really well to win the ball there. And here's Haaland. James. Gnonto. Gnonto has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
Marmouche. Guardiola goes forward. Bornau wins the duel this time. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, he's trying it! That tested the keeper.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
And it's Kovacic. And here's Semenyo. Proves too strong. Semenyo is fouled.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Goodmanson. Up towards the front line. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Aronson made out towards the right wing. And it's Bogle. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Ake. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Guardiola shifted upfield. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Moved on forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Keeper's got good distance on that. Rodri. Semenyo. Oh, that's nice. And here's Haaland! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
And that was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Gnonto. Aronson. Guardiola. James. Ampadu. The defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's played forward. Semenyo. Ake. And here's Semenyo. Oh, such a clever touch. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Guardiola. Kovacic. Guardiola. Kovacic. Oh, good spread. Ake. Lovely feet. And here's Semenyo.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Rodri. Kovacic. Aim forwards. And it's Ake. And here's Semenyo. Nice control. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Bornau did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Calvert-Lewin. Gnonto. Goodmanson. Gnonto. Looking for a decent ball in. Now it's Gnonto. A header! It's a loose ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Great defending, strong and determined. Gnonto. Defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Aronson made out to the left flank. It'll be a throw-in. It's gone out for a throw-in. It's anyone's ball now. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Semenyo, he's through here. Bernardo Silva, he's shifting through the gears here. Semenyo, that's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Oh, what a climb! Tries to get it clear. And it's Rodri. Ake. Oh, look at the space here. Gets it away. Gnonto. Goodmanson. Oh, there's a probing ball. Cleared away. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. This interception, his positioning was spot on. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best.
Haaland! It's there! The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
A superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That's a good run down the left. Brilliantly cut out. Here comes and climbs up big. Another fruitless header.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
Ake succumbs to the pressure. He has found a way through, and here's the chance to counter. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. Kovacic can get it clear. Semenyo gently done. Over to the left. He's in plenty of space here. And here's Haaland. Kovacic. Marmoush. Can he finish? Semenyo! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Ampadu. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, easy pickings there. Gnonto. Goodmanson. Ake with the clearance. That's good play. Gnonto. That's very neat. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Kovacic forwards and with intent. That's really well manoeuvred. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Aronson. He's found a way through. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ruben Dias did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rodri shifted upfield. Semenyo played out to the right. And it's played into the middle. Nice interception, well timed. Deftly away. Rodri. Marmoush. And it's Kovacic. James. That looks a good ball through. Looking to break at pace. He is through here. James. And here's Calvert-Lewin. And it's Bogle. Calvert-Lewin is flagged offside. Ampadu. Kovacic. Rodri. And here's Semenyo. Semenyo, that's a delicate pass. Bernardo Silva has it back and can go again. Very nice. Oh, shooting chance!
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
James. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Bogle, aim forwards. Not much subtlety about that challenge. And he has been fouled there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Yehi. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Ake. Bernardo Silva. That pass has been well intercepted. Bogle. Burnau. Ampadu. Quality ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Ruben Diaz, gently done. Kovacic. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Moved on forwards. Semenyo. Aronson. Calvert-Lewin. Calmly anticipates. Rodri. And it's played forward. Oh, that's neat. Vardiol. And here's Haaland. Kovacic. Ake. Oh, the clearance is short. James. Tanaka. Aronson. Tanaka. Oh, red. Nice interception. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Tanaka, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Bogle. Ampadu. And it's been played through.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And here's Haaland. Ampadu wins the duel this time. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Bernardo Silva.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Ampadu shifted upfield. Oh, that's well done, really robust. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Only partially clear, and reclaimed it in a trice. Nyonto.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Marmoush. Nice control. Kovacic. Goes for the shot! Lucas Perry herring after the ball here. A chance to play it in.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That's really well manoeuvred. Ampadu, gently done. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Now this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
Rodri clears it away. Ampadu have it back and can go again. And here's Calvert-Lewin. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. The players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's gone direct. Driving on and making good progress. He's there to get rid.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Donnarumma sends that a long way. Nyonto. Nyonto. Tries a measured ball. Cleared away. That's a throw. Nyonto. He can get that clear. That's a throw. Ruben Dias. Rodri. Ake. Semenyo. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. And he's lost his man here.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now. Oh, this looks sharp. Calvert-Lewin. Now he's off and running. Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, it's come loose. Kovacic. Vardiol. Oh, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Kovacic. Vardiol. Marmoush. Kovacic. And it's Bernardo Silva. Vardiol spread out to the left.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Moved on forwards. Goodmanson. That's been drilled forward. Rodri.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
And here's Calvert-Lewin. It's Calvert-Lewin! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Calvert-Lewin fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Kovacic.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end of it.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, he's found support out wide. Showing good feet. Semenyo.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Bogle cuts it out. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, that's a nice ball. Dink through. Good running, strong and purposeful.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Vardiol. Still anyone's game, this. One moment could decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Kovacic. And here's Haaland. That is a brilliant interception.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Time, excellent interception. He's got away. Aronson gets through on his own.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Out to the right. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, smashing header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Good distance on that. Semenyo. Bernardo Silva. Haaland does really well to win the ball there. And here's Semenyo. So who's he picking out?
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And it's Bogle. Okafor looking to run onto it. It's a mighty effort! Not a header, but again the same outcome.
Yeah, nothing overly wrong with the way the ball's been played in. They just need to make it count.
Steps in, and that's the end of that. Okafor. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Kovacic. Marmouche. Vardiol. Searching pass he's played there. And he's managed to get free. Oh, it's been flattened there.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Aronson. Ampadu. Bogle. Nice physical challenge.
There's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Vardiol forwards and with intent. He thumps it clear. It's taken out, that'll be a foul. Climbs up big! Who will be livid with himself? Oh, super find. Gnonto. Vardiol, aim forwards.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And it's Kovacic. Final seconds, this has to be it.
That might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Moved on forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Tanaka.
There's only one word for this. It's baffling. That team needs to figure out where the ball needs to be, and it's not there.
And it's Bogle. Ampadu. Tanaka. Ampadu. Goodmanson. Now it's Gnonto. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Bernardo Silva. It is now or never. Time is against them. Haaland!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. Hit into the middle. And he shoots! Just off target.
Up the four, certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Aronson! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Tanaka, who's short. So it's going to be another corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. There will be a throw-in. And it's Bogle. Here's the chance to cross. Ruben Diaz with the clearance.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Bernardo Silva wins the duel this time. He's fouled him there. And here's Haaland. Haaland played out towards the right wing. Semenyo, delicate ball, and it needs to be. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. A fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
That has been knocked clear. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Tanaka. Now here's the delivery.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Semenyo, now he's got space here. Ball's got out of play. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Okafor. Ampadu. Tanaka forwards and with intent. They are right into last chance territory. Ampadu. Oh, it's come loose. Bernardo Silva. Vardiol. That's a nicely weighted pass. Bernardo Silva. Vardiol. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Nyonto. That's good play. Goodmanson. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Nyonto. Now it's Nyonto. Chance for a cross, maybe now. Oh, smashing header! He's been up dry.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
The referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Gehi. Oh, this looks sharp. Vardiol cuts out the pass. Rodri. Gehi. It's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Oh, good spread. Goodmanson. That's really well manoeuvred. Nyonto. Ruben Dias. Gehi. Lewis. Ruben Dias. Rodri. Now who's going to be first to this? Aronson. Now it's Nyonto. It really is. Chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
There's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Chance! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Been cut short. Brunau. Tanaka. Brunau. Ampadu. Forward it goes. Kovacic. Guri. Yehi. Haaland is onto it in a flash. And here's Calvert-Lewin. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now this could be a chance. Aimed in towards the centre. Oh, he's asking too much with that. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Bogle. Okafor. And it's played forward. Yonto. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And so we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I'm a real fan of this guy, Ruben Dias. Portugal do have the reputation, not just of producing great wingers, but great centre-halves too. And I see him as the latest in line. Okay, he can be quite conservative and he won't wow you with inch-perfect long-range passes, but he's incredibly solid.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Semenyo. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland! And they've got Reed. Here's Foden. Oh, that's neat. Looking for a decent ball in. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
That is a brilliant interception. Kovacic. Now it's Haaland. And he's picked out the run. That's very neat. And here's Foden. A chance to play it in. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Guardiol. And that's aimed into the middle. Bit of a misjudgment. Ampadu. Bogle. James. Bogle. James has it in a wide position. Oh, smashing header! Couldn't quite control it.
Calvert-Lewin brilliantly anticipated the delivery, and he'll be annoyed it didn't lead to more.
Rodri. Yehi. Rodri. Kovacic. Semenyo looks to get on the end of this. Yonto stood his ground strongly. And it's Ampadu. That's a good ball. Bernardo Silva. So what can they make of this? Haaland. Semenyo. Moved on forwards. Goes for the shot! Missed by a fraction. And claimed it back swiftly. Ampadu. And it's Aronson. James. Aronson!
Aronson really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Semenyo, oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Out of play for a goal kick. Ampadu. Tanaka. Calvert-Lewin is onto it in a flash. Gehi. Kovacic. Ampadu. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. James. Haaland. Ruben Dias. Vardio. Gehi. Vardio. Foden. Cuts out the pass. Brunau. Ampadu. Tanaka. Gnonto. Goodmanson. Gnonto. Goodmanson. And it's Ampadu. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Aaron's and the shot! They've played it short. And it's Bogle. Tanaka. Gets it away. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Ampadu with the foul. Foden does really well. Goes for a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
After 6 minutes,